A Science of Aging. Chapter 1. The Science of Getting Older. The Science of Aging 1. There are many unproven, so-called quack therapies around, like cell therapy, where the substance of calf or sheep embryos are injected into people. There's even a quack group up in Quebec, the Raelians, tied into the UFO phenomena, who claim to be doing DNA research on immortality based on some divine guidance they got. There is conventional research being done on aging and life extension. Of course, there's a lot of common sense information about taking care of yourself to prolong your life, but some scientists are looking for a switch, so to speak, a magic bullet that causes aging, in the hope that they can shut it off biologically such that we can live a lot longer if we want. There is a theory that telomeres, things in our cells, control our biological time clocks and shorten every time our cells divide until there is nothing left and we die, but there is a biotech company working on a pill that can replace these telomeres, thus increase longevity. Another theory is the free radical theory, which states that free radicals, which are the products of chemical reactions, damage and age the body. We can counteract this somewhat by taking antioxidants in food and pill form, relaxing and doing other things you can find in any generic health book. Stem cell therapy research is a big unknown, partially because of the ethical question surrounding it. Here it's right to use aborted fetuses in research, but this research is being done in Asia, where there are fewer regulations, plus the fact there are new techniques coming onto the scene where they can take a bit of stem cell material and grow it in a lab. Stem cell research holds a lot of hope for curing some major diseases and prolonging life by introducing these generic cells of life into the body, which can adjust to take on any form, be it a heart, lungs, etc. The idea is that stem cells could be put into the body of an aging person to replace the old organs with fresh, young, new ones. This is just a thought, but it's possible to happen at some point in the future. Some pioneers and pioneering concepts in the field are Leonard Hayflick, pioneer of aging research. Alexey M. Olovnikov, Russia. Michael West. Hemedy Brivanlou. Douglas Melton. Cynthia Kenyon. Advanced Cell Technology, Biotech Company. Geron, Biotech Company. Telomere Biology. Try typing these names into search engines to see what you get back. There is a huge ethical movement against aging research, backed by both religious people and ecological groups, because they say you're messing with what God or nature gave us, which is dangerous to do. You could unleash some irreversible gene onto the world. You don't know what you're doing to disrupt the natural balance of life. Some people are looking for specific genes that cause aging, while others say there are no such genes. It's simply a natural degenerative process of the body. This is a controversy that has no clear answer yet. Some people say under ideal conditions, cells can live forever, but others say they have a natural life cycle then do. There are scientists on both sides of this debate. How about cloning new bodies for us, then transplanting our heads onto them? Sure, it's science fiction, but in this world, if it gets enough funding, you never know what's possible. The Science of Aging 2. An active and healthy lifestyle can help keep you alive and feel good. According to studies conducted on twins, genetic factors influence 25% of the lifespan. The rest is lifestyle. The risk factors for shortening life among older men in order of importance are lack of exercise, hypertension, obesity, smoking, poor diet. The immune system is very important in reducing the risk of disease. It is strengthened through healthy living, weakened by an unhealthy lifestyle. The Science of Aging 3. There are several factors that contribute to old age, like cell division, shortening our telomeres, free radical damage, loss of male and female hormones. The Hayflick limit states that every cell has a limited lifespan. It can only divide so many times before it wears out and dies. This final stage is called senescence, the final step before cell death. Senescent cells are still alive, but they're no longer capable of dividing. They are old cells. They make us look old. As cells approach the Hayflick limit, they rapidly decline in function. Scientists are doing research to try to reverse the aging effects of cell division. L-carnosine is a naturally occurring combination of two amino acids, alanine and histidine. There were a series of experiments that proved that carnosine rejuvenates cells as they approach senescence. Carnosine increases cell lifespan, even for old cells. When researchers took old cells that had already gone through 55 divisions and put them in a carnosine medium, they survived up to 70 divisions compared to only 57 to 61 divisions for the cells that were not transferred. This represents an increase in lifespan for cells from 125 days to 400 days. You look younger. You feel better. You live longer. Carnosine is a great heavy metal scavenger. Carnosine has the ability to fix problem areas in the body. Glycation is what happens when excess sugars caramelize the proteins in your body. Your body is mostly made up of proteins. Sugar and aldehydes destroy the protein in our bodies as we age. Carnosine fights this destruction. Carnosine bonds with the aldehyde groups that attack and bind with proteins, thereby nullifying them. It also works as an antioxidant to prevent the formation of oxidized sugars, also called advanced glycosylation end products/AGEs. Try the supplement carnosine to see if it makes you look and feel better. Take at least 600 mg a day. Meat contains carnosine. Dimethylaminoethanol/DMAE is a naturally occurring nutrient that enhances acetylcholine, ACH, synthesis. ACH helps with memory function. You can buy it in supplement form. It flushes the lipofuscin, aldehydes, from your body that carnosine creates. Romanian scientist Anna Aslan found that DMAE has a lot of anti-aging properties like increases acetylcholine and RNA levels in the brain, increases intelligence, learning and memory, increases energy levels, improves mood. Clinical studies using 1,600 mg of DMAE per day reported no side effects. Acetyl-L-carnitine exists in meat and supplements. It strengthens muscles and the immune system and helps get energy to the cells. It can cross the blood-brain barrier to help with brain functions and prevent age-related declines. ALC enhances the release of dopamine to make you feel good. Supplementing with L-carnosine, DMAE, and acetyl-L-carnitine will help reverse aging. Aging for women. Don't get cosmetic surgery. When I was watching the funeral for George H. Bush on TV, in one look I could tell that George W.'s wife had plastic surgery done on her face and it looked bad. It's also a sign of vanity, which is a negative trait, that someone cares so much about their looks while many people starve every day. Most older women I see around don't look that hot because they don't do physical activities. I see some slim ones with older faces on the trail that I walk. Physical activity is pretty well the key to looking good and staying healthy. You will lose your youth, but you can still look and feel pretty good. I eat mostly fruits, vegetables, eggs, some meat and fish and a little bit of junk food. That's all you need, nothing fancy. Don't overeat. Don't buy into the mainstream medical and mental health industries with all their drugs. It's largely a fraud. I wrote a mental health superbook. I won't repeat it here. Depression and all negative states of being are a function of your spirit. You have to raise your spirit by being active. Mental health drugs are a massive fraud, even though wimps come forward and say these drugs help them. No, they don't. The only thing that helps is being naturally inspired. Love your damn life. What's so hard about it? We're the luckiest people that ever lived ever, anywhere. By the time you're older, you should be out of the popularity game and concerned with being yourself, living a good life for you. Get a pet for companionship. They're the best friends you can ever have. Don't whine or scream like a neurotic young woman. Be easygoing and happy. Be honest. Nothing matters that much that you have to be evil about it. Treasure your life. Holistic aging info. Aging causes hormonal changes that do bad things to the body, like decrease energy, loss of muscle tone, increased fat, circulatory problems, decrease libido. Hormones tell the various cells of the body what to do by attaching to receptor sites on individual cells. These hormones can get out of balance and reduce their output, therefore reducing a person's health and abilities. Testosterone keeps us strong, healthy, energy and sexual. At the age of 30, a man starts to lose 1% a year. Women lose testosterone too. Birth control pills contribute to this loss, therefore sexual enjoyment, since testosterone is the sex hormone for both men and women. Herbs such as saw palmetto, wild oats, and nettles increase testosterone levels. In addition, saw palmetto inhibits the 5-alpha reductase enzyme, which causes testosterone to be converted into a substance called dihydrotestosterone, which stimulates the growth of prostate tissue, which inflames the prostate and leads to cancer. Stress eventually wipes out our adrenal reserves, which causes disorders like high blood pressure, chronic fatigue, and digestive problems. Ginseng is a good herb to fight stress and keep you relaxed and strong. Anti-aging herbs are Quechua, Damiana, Eleutherococcus, ginger, ginseng, kola nut, licorice, Mucuna pruriens, Kapi-kaku, Murapuama, nettles, puncture weed, sarsaparilla, saw palmetto, Siberian ginseng, Tribulus terrestris, wild yam, wild oats. Deprenyl info. Deprenyl is a drug used to enhance brain function and slow down aging. People use it for various neuromotor diseases. Dopamine is manufactured in the brain from 2 amino acids that occur naturally in foods, phenylalanine and tyrosine. Dopamine is broken down in the brain by a chemical called MAOB. If the destruction of dopamine by MAOB occurs at a faster rate than its production from the amino acids, the brain cells that use dopamine will die, causing neuromotor problems. As we age, our dopamine levels go down. Deprenyl is used to inhibit the action of the MAOB. Deprenyl is a prescription drug. Some people use it to stay healthy longer in life. In a report in the August 1992 Journal of the American Geriatric Society, Dr. Noel said, "We propose that the healthy population be maintained on October 15 mg Deprenyl weekly starting at age 45 to combat the age-related decline of the nigrostriatal dopaminergic neurons." Prophylactic Deprenyl medication seems to offer a reasonable prospect of improving the quality of life in the later decades, delaying the time of natural death and decreasing the susceptibility of age-related neurological diseases. Draxis Health, Inc., the company that markets Deprenyl in Canada, is researching the use of Deprenyl in controlling the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease and multiple sclerosis. In the United States, the FDA has approved a Deprenyl skin patch that is sold under the brand name Imsum for depression. DHEA/dehydroepiandrosterone. The adrenal glands produce the hormone dehydroepiandrosterone, DHEA. As levels go down with aging, degenerative diseases go up. There is a correlation, which is why a lot of people take DHEA supplements available both as capsules and in liquid form. DHEA is considered an all-around health enhancer. DHEA decreases appetite by increasing the levels of cholecystokinin, the hormone that tells your brain that you've had enough to eat. It inhibits the conversion of glucose to fat, which helps people not gain as much weight from eating carbohydrates as they otherwise would. You can get a dehydroepiandrosterone, DHEA, sulfate blood test through either your doctor or from a mail-order medical test company. Pregnenolone is the precursor the body uses to make DHEA. It's used as a supplement to help with aging. Hormone precursors for bigger muscles, aging, menopause, etc. Hormone precursors are usually products you buy that supposedly cause your body to release hormones, usually hormones that make you feel younger and look younger, like testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen. nutraingredients.com/regulations/CRN-warns-problems-of-steroid-hormone-precursors. endo-socie.ety.org/advocacy/upload/steroid-abuse-position-statement-w-header.pdf, the Endocrine Society Position Statement, a consistent policy and regulatory approach to all hormone precursors. N-acetylcysteine/NAC N-acetylcysteine/NAC is an acetylated form of the amino acid cysteine. It is used by the body to make glutathione peroxidase, a naturally occurring antioxidant. NAC is a chelating agent. It binds to toxic heavy metals such as mercury and lead and removes them from the body. NAC keeps the membranes of the respiratory system moist, thereby lessening irritation from dust and pollutants. You can buy it in supplement form. Nanotechnology, hope for the future. Nanotechnology is manufacturing at the molecular level with very small machines. It is the emerging frontier in life and business according to a book I read. Think of it as little live beasties that can do things they're programmed to do. If we could develop machines the size of molecules to watch and fix the cells in our bodies, we would never get sick. They would seek out and destroy all viruses, germs, mutations, heavy metals, and other poisons. The cell repair machines of molecular nanotechnology will prevent the natural causes of death and repair the body quickly after an injury. Molecular nanotechnology was introduced to the world by Eric Drexler in his book Engines of Creation. Try number 621 or HC79 at the library. Nano.gov. Nanozone.org, welcome to the Nanozone. Foresight.org, the Foresight Institute publishes newsletters on nanotechnology. The Tithonus error. The Tithonus error questions increasing the lifespan if it results in a bunch of disabled, limited people. Our medical system can't handle taking care of a bunch of old, disabled people. In order to live longer and age gracefully, we need to find qualitatively new methods to extend life.